1 out of 20 people worldwide experiences fear of dogs. That can be an embarrassing thing to talk about to one's buddies, because how could a person fear man's best friend? But today, we'll show you the largest, most aggressive, and most powerful dogs on the planet, and maybe change your mind. How old do you think this dog is? Well, this pup isn't even 2 months old. This ʟᴏᴟ is one of the largest dog breeds on the planet. In their first year of life, their average height at the withers is about 80 centimeters, and their weight is about 70 kilograms. And when the ʟᴏᴟ stands on its hind legs, it is over 2 meters tall. That's right, almost a whole head taller than the average man. Not to mention this girl. Isn't it time we make an ʟᴏᴟ lifting championship? ʟᴏᴟs are so strong that they can easily pull a 1,150 kilogram car. So a leash on this dog looks unreliable. Maybe they'll use 2. The huge dog that this girl is riding is named Bulldozer, and he is the world's largest ʟᴏᴟ. He weighs 130 kilograms, and if he stands up on his hind legs, he reaches a height of 2 meters. Bulldozer can bite with a force equal to 50 kilograms per square centimeter, which exceeds even a lion's bite by 5 kilograms per square centimeter. Each day, this dog devours 10 liters of oatmeal and 1 kilogram of meat, and then it goes for a 10-kilometer run with weights. In Uzbekistan, these dogs were simply known as wolfhounds, but they could even ward off a tiger. Turkish Kangol. The Kangol is the most powerful dog in the world, and it has the most powerful jaws among all dog breeds. The Kangol's bite force is equal to 52 kilograms per square centimeter. For comparison, a grizzly bear's biting force is just 16 kilograms per square centimeter greater. Moreover, the Kangol is capable of hauling a 3.5-ton tractor. Sure, dude, just try to hold him. These shepherd dogs grow to a height of 88 centimeters by the shoulder, and they weigh up to 65 kilograms. They are large enough to protect a large herd or catch a wild horse. And they can just walk right into a tiger's and lion's den. Kangols can reach a constant speed of over 50 kilometers per hour and move without stopping for days on end. You can't escape these Terminators. ᴡᴏᴟᴜᴟᴜ are the closest relatives and eternal rivals of the Kangols. These dogs are very similar in appearance, but the ʟᴏᴟ are larger. Their minimum height at the withers is 80 centimeters, and they weigh up to 90 kilograms. They're in the same weight class as Chris Hemsworth. ʟᴏᴟ are very active dogs who love strength training. Look at how this dog pulls a 4-ton tractor on chains. The ʟᴛᴜ Shepherd is the perfect herding dog, which can easily control a flock of sheep or even more stubborn pigs. But this dog can also protect you from a bear. The ʟᴛᴜ's bravery has to do with its large size. The breed averages 60 centimeters at the withers, and on its hind legs is about as tall as an adult man, but they can be bigger. Before you is a ʟᴛᴜ that's 76 centimeters tall and weighs 90 kilos. Its leash is more for looks than anything, because this man can barely even keep a hold of this dog. Only a strong chain can hold the ʟᴛᴜ. Don't hook it up to your bike though, or you're in for a ride. In its homeland of North Macedonia and Serbia, the ʟᴛᴜ is considered the best guard dog. No one is gonna want to climb a fence and end up like this rag on the other side. If you're interested in owning a ʟᴛᴜ now, then make sure you don't live in Denmark, where these dogs are prohibited. American bulldogs are banned in Denmark, Malaysia, Bermuda, and several US cities. It's all because of their explosive nature and desire to dominate a person. Even a sleeping American bulldog can suddenly attack. And this dog does not open its jaws for anything, even if it's hit. It has a very low pain threshold and an innate instinct to fight to the death. American Bulldogs also have sharp fangs with which they can easily bite through sticks. American Bulldogs are some of the most powerful dogs on the planet. Watch this dog pull a cart weighing 4.5 tons. That's 100 times its own weight. What is this girl thinking? This dog's name is Sumo, and he is the largest American bully in Sweden. At 2 years old, Sumo weighs 81 kilograms and stands 80 centimeters tall at the withers, which is already 2 times the breed average, and he's still growing. Soon he won't even be able to fit in the car. Just look at this huge paw. It's the size of a man's fist. But Sumo's most impressive feature is his enormous head, which is 81 centimeters around. That's 20 centimeters more than an alibi. Imagine what this giant is capable of if even a small pit bull can easily pull a 3-ton G-Wagon. American Pit Bull. On average, the USA sees 4.5 million dog attacks each year, and 68% of them involve pit bulls. In the last decade, they've sent 3,569 people in the USA and Canada to the hospital. According to doctors, these dogs' bites are the most traumatic among all dog breeds, and it's almost impossible to pry open a pit bull's jaw. They're also capable of running at a speed of up to 48 kilometers per hour. Did I mention that these dogs have violence in their blood and are constantly on the lookout for prey? This dog weighs 31 kilograms. How much do you think this load weighs? 5,520 kilograms. And yet the pit bull was able to haul it. It's no wonder that pit bulls can even attack a tiger. The world's largest pit bull is claimed to be Hulk. He weighs 76 kilograms. That's 2.5 times more than what this breed's maximum weight is considered to be. If you see a Rottweiler pulling a wheel or a cart, then know it's just stretching. After all, a Rottweiler can pull a 2-ton car, and it can do it over sand or even uphill. This dog pulled a whole plane. But the most incredible feats can be seen at special dog competitions. This Rottweiler from Lithuania set a country record by pulling concrete blocks weighing 6,880 kilograms. That's 115 times its own weight and can be compared to an African elephant on a cart. The Rottweiler has the second highest number of attacks on people in the world. 10% of all attacks are by these 60-kilogram dogs. The thing is that Rottweilers have sudden bursts of aggression during which they would charge at a bull or even a bear. Experts consider Rottweilers to be good working dogs, but only professionals can deal with them. This breed is banned in Bermuda, Ecuador, and some US cities, including New York. And in many European countries, a special permit is required for Rottweilers. Look at how skillfully this dog runs on a roof, stands on its front legs, and even walks along wires. Only the Belgian Malinois, a favorite breed of many special forces, including the US Navy SEALs, can do this. These dogs are valued for their high trainability, but they can also use those teeth. Most importantly, the Belgian Malinois is the king of the air. It can jump up to 7.5 meters high. Sorry, Michael Jordan, but you could only jump 1.2 meters. Some Belgian Malinois are so cool that they even parachute with the paratroopers. But in order to own a Belgian Malinois in Ukraine, Romania, Malaysia, or Bermuda, you'll have to obtain a special permit. Dogo Argentinos are some of the most powerful dogs in the world. This is due to their fighter's physique, which makes it difficult to even move them. Thanks to their muscles, a Dogo Argentino can easily break a normal chain, so we have to use these thick ones. Several dozen countries have strict regulations on the Dogo Argentino breed, and in Norway, Denmark, Malaysia, and Bermuda, these dogs are completely banned. This footage shows a dog trying to take down an adult cow. the Dogo Argentino can do it too, because its strong jaws can easily break bones. This dog is also designed for speed and endurance, as it runs at a speed of 40 kilometers an hour. It doesn't even lose speed when pulling someone on a snowboard or tube. The Dogo Argentino has an enormous supply of energy which it must spend, otherwise it'll result in aggression. That's why this dog should not be kept in the yard all the time. Tibetan Mastiff. This Tibetan Mastiff is one of the 5 largest breeds in history. The height of one of these dogs at the withers, excluding their fur, can reach 90 centimeters, which of course is much bigger with their fur, like this giant. This 10-month-old Tibetan Mastiff is already bigger than a man and almost the same height. That's why cages are too small for the Tibetan Mastiff. They can easily get out. Males of this breed weigh about 80 kilograms, and the heaviest of them, Hong Dong, weighs 113 kilograms. And this Tibetan Mastiff's only job is to sell shampoo. Imagine that an enraged grizzly bear is running after you. This is what owners of Tibetan Mastiffs feel like every day. Why, even a grizzly would flee, unable to withstand an attack by these huge dogs. The snow leopard can only hide from them like a coward. Look how easily it can budge stones weighing 10 to 15 kilograms in order to escape from its cage. They also need very large toys on which to gnaw on with their massive fangs. This is the world's most expensive breed of dog. One puppy by the name of Hong Dong was sold for a record $1.5 million. Wolf Dog. Many people find the dire wolves in Game of Thrones cooler even than dragons. But what's really cool are the wolf dogs that actually exist. Who else can vie against a bear that's 3 times bigger? They're usually wolves crossed with German Shepherds, Huskies, or Malamutes, but one trait remains unchanged. The resulting puppies inherit wolves' powerful jaws and very keen sense of smell. In open terrain, a shepherd dog needs 6 minutes to track down a human being, but a wolf dog just needs 15 seconds. It can identify smells even a week later when the limit for trained dogs is just 3 days. The wolf dog Yuki is 87.5% gray wolf, 8.6% Siberian Husky, and 3.9% German Shepherd. When he stands up on his hind legs, he reaches a height of 1.6 meters, and he weighs 54 kilograms. To keep these dogs in the UK, a special permit is required, just like with wild animals. And in American states like New York and Wyoming, these dogs are outright banned. Caucasian Shepherd Dog. When you raise a Caucasian Shepherd dog, it's like buying a ticket in the genetic lottery, because the degree of innate aggression in this breed depends on the dog's pedigree. Caucasian Shepherds defend their territory so fiercely that they can even attack a black bear. Aries is just 17 months old, but he already holds the title of world's largest Caucasian Shepherd dog. His height reaches 90 centimeters by the shoulder against an average shepherd dog height of 70 centimeters. He already weighs 80 kilograms, ordinarily considered the maximum for this breed. Caucasian Shepherd dogs continue to grow until the age of 3, so don't be surprised if he looks like this in the next video. Remember Ramsay from Game of Thrones' beloved dogs? This breed is called the Cane Corso. And you won't find them in Bermuda or the 8 states in the United States where they're banned. Cane Corsos make ideal guards, and if you happen to be in their territory, you might have to hide on the roof of a car like this guy. But once the threat is out of the yard, the dog immediately stops pursuit. To keep this breed, you need a high fence, because the Cane Corso is more than 1.5 meters tall on its hind legs. But the most important thing about this dog is that it fearlessly attacks enemies larger than itself and rushes at wild animals. Then, the Cane Corso uses its very powerful jaws, which, in terms of bite force, are not much inferior to a Kangol's. If you're planning on moving to Michigan or Wisconsin, then you'd better not have a Rhodesian Ridgeback, because you won't be allowed in with it. And in Ireland, Ukraine, and Bermuda, this breed requires special conditions for ownership. It's all because Rhodesian Ridgebacks are so bold that they'll pounce on a wild boar or even an adult lion. This Rhodesian Ridgeback wasn't even afraid of a whole herd of bulls. Rhodesian Ridgebacks love to run, and they have good endurance. At any time, the dog can take off and give chase at a speed of 48 kilometers per hour. But the most amazing thing is that they can even climb a tree to get to prey. This breed is only suitable for experienced owners because Rhodesian Ridgebacks may refuse to follow commands at any time. And this is Araz, the biggest dog in Iran. This breed is called the Sarabi dog and is known for its tall height, up to 75 centimeters at the withers. But Araz's height at the withers reaches 96 centimeters and he weighs 80 kilograms, the same as Captain America. It takes 2 people to lift a Sarabi dog. When talking about heavy dogs, the English Mastiff comes to mind, because dogs of this breed can weigh more than 100 kilograms. But even that weight is a joke to Big Louie, because he weighs 127 kilograms. Maybe that's why his owner took up bodybuilding. English Mastiffs are very strong dogs, but just look at this 118 kilogram dog named Goliath. He's playing with a log like it's a stick. But the most prominent strongman among English Mastiffs is Noble. Watch him pull a load of 6.5 tons.
Come on, Noble! Come on, Noble! Yes!
That's 2 Hummer H2s with people inside. Great Danes are some of the tallest dogs in the world. And this long-legged Great Dane's name is Iris, and she can easily bring her master a pizza in her mouth. Her owner can easily crawl under her, and when Iris gets up on her hind legs, she reaches 210 centimeters tall. Where are the NBA talent scouts? But by the way, a Great Dane named Zeus was 112 centimeters tall and was in the Guinness Book of World Records as the tallest dog on the planet. This photo shows Thunder together with its owner Jenny, and she is 155 centimeters tall. If the dog stands on its hind legs, it reaches a height of 2 meters 15 centimeters. This dog weighs 100 kilograms, which actually exceeds the ordinary maximum for this breed. Thunder is very jealous, and only this girl might understand how hard it is for Jenny to maintain control over this monster of a dog. This is Mighty Thor with his girlfriend. And this is a huge Alaskan Malamute named Thor with his owner. Thor barely fits in the chair as he weighs 57 kilograms, which is 20 kilograms more than the usual weight for this breed. That's a good barbell replacement for a frail woman. Thor is also almost the same height as a 195 centimeter man on his hind legs. This makes it difficult to snuggle up in his owner's arms, but she can't turn him down for a walk. The American Staffordshire Terrier has one of the best bite endurances in the dog world. An Amstaff can hang on a tire like this all day long. But the dog's most impressive skills are considered to be the high jump and the ability to climb 3.5 meters up a wall. Because of these abilities, the Amstaff is completely banned in Switzerland, Denmark, Portugal, Germany, Norway, Bermuda, and several cities in the United States. And to keep this breed in Ukraine, Russia, Singapore, Romania, or Spain, you need special permission. You'll never see a banned dog in Switzerland because these dogs are prohibited there. And in some cities in the USA, in Ireland, Germany, Romania, and Belarus, in order to get a banned dog, you need to be examined by a psychiatrist. The fact is, a banned dog can only have one owner all its life, one who must constantly prove their own dominance and leadership. The banned dog is also incredibly vengeful and will never forgive an insult, so training this aggressive dog must be left to professionals and only from an early age. Otherwise, the dog's behavior is a case of Russian roulette, because the banned dog has the second strongest bite force of any dog, 730 psi, so it is impossible to take anything from it until the dog loses interest on its own. Well, that's all for now. Tell us in the comments what dogs have given you goosebumps. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. I'll see you in the next video.